Hey, man, what's up? It is the Ace Michaels Show, and I'm Ace Michaels. I'm your host for the most. And if you ever want to be on the show, all you have to do is just hit us up. You can hit us up and say, hey, man, I want to be on the show. And then we can get you on the show. That way you can speak your mind, voice your opinions, your ideals, convictions, beliefs, your whatnots, your what ifs, your what up. Your what up, dog? Anyway, you can
What
do
up?
all that being on the show. Today, my guest is Heather Marie Evans, first timer to the show, and we're going to make her feel real comfortable. Heather, how are you doing today? And welcome to the Ace Michael Show.
I'm doing well today, and thank you so much for having me on. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm actually having one of those days that it doesn't bother me at all to have this kind of a day, if you know what that means. So you are a resident of Las Vegas. Woohoo!
Woo!
And so
Correct.
I can't tell your backstory better than you. Tell us a little bit about you.
Oh gosh, I've lived in Las Vegas for 10 years. I'm originally from San Diego, California. Um, I'm in my 40s. I do catering for Las Vegas entertainment productions. I'm a mother. My son's almost 14 years old.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm Pisces. What else? That's it for now.
That's it. There's no more. That's it. Okay. Well, hey, if that's it. That's it. Thank you guys for watching the show. No. Uh, so Heather, you came from San Diego to Las Vegas. Why'd you come to Las Vegas of all places? Why Vegas, baby?
Actually, my best friend lived out here, and then my father retired out here, and it's so much less expensive than San Diego. And I used to work for the airlines, so I come out here and I'm like, I'm going to work for the airlines, and I said I'm going to give Vegas 6 months to a year. If I like it, I'll stay. If I don't, now it's 10 years later, and I love it here.
Yeah, it's a big grows on you, huh? Vegas is a nice place to.
It does.
I don't know. You put whatever you want in there.
It feels like home now. It really does.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, welcome to Vegas, and I'm sure you're doing great.
Thank you.
Um, and so you had something you wanted to tell us about today. You had a story that was on your heart you wanted to share with us.
um, there's this lady on my Facebook, and she's been on there for about 8 years. Her name's Beverly Feldman, and we've talked online for many years, and I've met her a few times, and she has an illness right now, and she doesn't know what it is. No doctor, yeah, they don't know what it is. She's been tested by like 10 different doctors, and she's in pain constantly. So she started a GoFundMe, and I donated a little bit of money today, and when we're going through all these problems with stress and losing jobs and all this stuff, and health is number one. So my heart kind of goes out to her. So I just
Wow.
want, yeah.
And so Beverly is part of your Facebook family or your real nuclear friends. You know what I mean? Like, where does she fit in the spectrum of life? Is she just someone?
Facebook family, really? Yeah, she's been on my Facebook for like 8 years, and we've run across each other, out at events, and we go, hey, But
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of followed her on her journey of what she's been through, and it's like my heart goes out to this woman. She's like, you're so kind, and I just feel for her. I feel so bad, So I just kind of wanted to help her out, and you know, it's sad.
Do you feel like we're getting closer to our Facebook family friends? Like ever since this year's big pandemic, right, has been the story of 2020. I can't imagine that something else is going to happen by the end of this year that's going to be bigger than pandemic. But God help us if it does. But do you think that since pandemic we've become closer to people online than we would have? I mean, you and I met online.
Yes, it's interesting because I've actually become really close with strangers. I've kind of reached out to people, and they've reached out to me, and then you have the people that are against each other, fighting online, But yeah, it kind of brings us all together, and it's such an uncertain time, and everyone's expressing their feelings. And I had a shaman lady, show up to my house one day and bring me sandwiches, and I was like, I'm
Oh,
okay.
wow.
I said, I'm okay. I'm a single mom. And, and then other people were giving donations. And this one lady had no clothing for her children. So they started a group the Las Vegas resource group, and a bunch of people talking and just helping each other. And that was kind of nice to see the community coming together during times like this and helping each other.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's nice to see.
I think it's funny that so
Can I
many,
sit back? Ah,
yeah, yeah.
relax.
I
It's
think
hot
it's
today. It's
funny
hot.
that so many people have spent so much of their time, their life has been about gotta work, gotta work, gotta work, gotta work, gotta work, gotta work, gotta work.
The
And
rat
then
race.
give them 8 weeks to say, listen, you can't work.
I know.
You need to stay home. You need to spend time with your kids. You need to go to the park maybe and enjoy some ducks and some water.
I
And
know.
instead of people embracing that and saying, well, what do I need to go to work for? I need to do this. People are like, no, 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 I want to get back to work right away. I want to get back to work.
I know. I know. What's the hurry? It's just, I mean, we're so used to that rat race and the schedule and go, go, go. So when you have all this, downtime, 1 minute I'm stressed about it, and the next minute, I'm baking cookies for my son, and we've been doing art together and music, and we've been spending 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and his friends, she's staying with us right now. And yeah, we just sit and talk and walk, and yeah, it kind of brings you back to the basics. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rat race. But I think it's sometimes hard to enjoy because it's like, what's going on? It's not like enjoy your vacation. You fear going to the grocery store, you're going to get sick, or, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. And that's why I think a lot of people can't enjoy it, but it's best to enjoy it, while you can. And I think it's definitely brought my son closer, us closer. We've talked a lot more. He tells me things I didn't even know. What?
Yeah, isn't that great? Isn't that great? And
And
what
sorry.
and what if it hadn't been that way? What if, is he homeschooled, for example?
He's been doing stuff online, but he's not doing that much. He does music. My son is an amazing music producer. He's 14 years old. He has his own YouTube and website, and he designs hoodies. He's so talented. I mean, he's definitely going to end up in the music business, but he'll sit there for 8 hours and just make music. And then he got me on there, and he's like, Mom, collab with me and make some beats. And I'm like, so that's been fun. And then I've been cooking a lot. I'm not the best cook. I've been making like bacon and eggs and waffles and cookies. I've gained 20 pounds, so that's been interesting. But yeah, just doing like home stuff, stuff you ignore. A lot of my friends are cleaning their house, and getting organized. And a lot of my friends were looking through old pay photos and just kind of, it takes a while for us to slow down. We're in such a fast paced, society. So I think it's like a reset, for everybody. And I know when we're back to work and, stressed out, we're going to go, God, I missed that.
Right.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of the Heather backstory. So I know that you were modeling for a while. It looks like you were involved in like some car shows and some concerts and things. I mean,
I was never a model. I've had a definitely interesting life in San Diego. I used to do fashion shows. Miss Kitten Productions. I would dress like, I know.
that's not a model. What were you doing in the fashion show if you weren't a
I
model?
would produce and choreograph them, and I would get the models
Okay.
and music, and I'd dress like a sexy cat, and then I kind of, had this persona, and then, yeah, I've done some fashion shows and stuff like that. um, and then when I first moved to Vegas, I got involved in the classic car scene. I really like that. And all those shows were canceled this year, so that was kind of a bummer.
So you would still be doing, you still do them still? The
Oh
classic?
yeah, I love them. Yeah, it's fun. You get
Okay. So Heather, tell us a little bit about the your activity with these car shows. Tell us a little bit about the car shows.
When I first moved to Vegas, I went to Viva Las Vegas Car Show, and it's a great group of people and classic cars. And then they have another one called Ruckus, and it's something I look forward to every year. People travel, from around the world to go to these events, and people put so much time and money into these cars. So I like that. It's an outdoor, thing. You dress kind of 50s. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do you like that pinup doll type of thing, or dressing up with the pinup look and the?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been a while. I was really into that years ago with the flower and the bangs. I've kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more into the bohemian look now. I like more relaxed. I'm kind of.
Well, tell us a little bit about some of the other things you did, like movie extra work.
Yeah. I moved out here, and there's a lot. I didn't realize Vegas. There's a lot of movie extra work. They do a lot of game shows, and there's a lady called Julie Goldman. She casts for all the background extras. You can be any age, any, it's awesome. So I've done a lot of that. That's fun. Um, yeah.
Didn't you have a notable story of some extra work you did that led to something bigger, right?
Yeah, actually on HBO, they asked me to act, and I've never acted in my life. I know this is like a girl's dream. I was like, and it was interesting. I was nervous, but I enjoyed it. I was like, God, I grew up in California. Why didn't I get into this 20 years ago? But
Yeah.
I enjoy being on movie sets. You see all these people come together, and and for 15 hours for 30 seconds.
Yeah, but still, it's very cool. There's a lot of people that don't have that story that can tell that story of being able to get that opportunity.
True. I am very thankful and I'm blessed. Since I've lived here, I've done the most amazing things where in any other city you wouldn't get to do it. I have family in Canada, and they're like, you do all this great stuff. To me, not that I'm used to it, but they don't have that opportunity up there. The city's got so much to offer. It really does.
Nice. And so now you're taking care of a couple of kids, right? You've got your own son, and then you've got another, uh, we'll call it a visiting young adult there with you guys.
Yeah, it's his friend from junior high, really nice girl. She always comes over, and she's there. Doesn't really have the best home situation, so she's been staying at my house for 2 months, but I love it. She's such a nice girl, and straight A student and kind, and it gives company to my son because he's an only child. So I've been kind of taking care of her, and
That's awesome.
yeah. And then I got a stray dog. So I enjoy, I've always wanted a house with, children and animals.
Is this one on your lap? Is that the stray dog?
No, this is Chipper. Here.
Oh, you got two little yip yip dogs. Boy,
Yeah,
y'all must have some ankle bites around there, but with those two.
I know. I've always wanted a big dog, and I got two little ones, but they're good. They could be loud sometimes, but
Yeah,
it gets me out walking. That's the good thing about these guys.
that's awesome. That's awesome. And so, what's in the future? What do you have in store? Like saying everything opens up tomorrow, you're going to go back to booking entertainment, or
I don't know.
are you going to
I don't
start?
know.
You had a cleaning business for a while, right?
I did for a year. That kind of started by accident on Facebook one time. I said, can I clean someone's house? I need $100. I'm short on rent. And this one really nice girl, Christine, she's on my Facebook. She was moving out, and she paid us like $360 in her apartment. And I was like, this light went off. I'm like, what?
Right,
I didn't realize they made that much. And then I partnered up with my girlfriend Chanel. We got our business license, and everything was word of mouth. And we learned as we went, we would either do flat rates or hourly, and some houses were spotless, some were hoarding situations.
right.
But long story short, we got our license, we had a marketer. In best houses to clean are real estate because they flip houses here so much.
Mhm.
But I cleaned 150 homes and I got arthritis. My
Oh,
hands hurt, yeah. But my goal was to actually hire people under me. So that was fun. I was an entrepreneur for a year. So after all this is over, I hope to go back to the events, but I think events are going to be slow for a while. I mean, I don't see people having like large events. I don't know.
hmm.
But I'm trying to think outside the box. Like, what can I do in the meantime? Get an on job, or I thought about maybe being like a caregiver. Helping elderly, doing something different. I don't know. I might have to switch it up for a while.
Well, you seem to be good with kids and good with pets, and people
No, I
always.
should do a babysitting for nurses and dog walking. I'd probably enjoy that actually. But honestly, I might have to do something different, and then I would love to go back. I love catering. I've been doing it for 15 years, but you just kind of got to change with the times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That right there is positive thought. You got to change with the thought.
you have to. You really do, because a lot's going to change. I mean, just with the casinos and the plastic things and restaurants, after 9/11, things changed, and there's certain things in life that change laws, and just, it's going to be
So,
interesting.
on the topic of change, think about this. So I lived when I was a young teenager my grandmother was still alive and my great grandmother was still alive. So when you think about my great grandmother's life, she was born like in the probably 1901, 1902, 19, something. And so
Yeah.
she went through the virus of the 1918, right?
Spanish flu.
In
Yeah.
her lifetime, imagine there were no cars when
Oh,
she was a little girl. By the time she was my great grandmother, there were cars everywhere. There was
yeah.
no fast food when she was a little girl. By the time she was my great grandma, we had a McDonald's literally right up the street from the house. So there were no telephones when she was a little girl.
Wow.
By the
Yeah.
time, well, there wasn't internet yet, but the point is that she saw a lot in
Oh,
her, in
yeah.
just her lifetime. She lived to be 80 something. So imagine in our lifetimes what we still might be able to see. We might still see, flying cars and robots in every house and all
Yeah.
this stuff that we thought was so futuristic when we were kids. And it might all be akin to the change that we're going through now with the pandemic, where it's like
Yeah.
some things had to change in order for us
Yeah.
to keep moving forward. You never know.
The environment's doing well.
Environment seems to be doing better, yeah.
Yeah.
So Heather, if we want to stalk you on the internet, we want to follow you, we want to fan you, we want to friend you, what do we need to do next?
I don't have a web page, and I already have 5,000 on my Facebook. So, I don't know. Facebook?
What's your Facebook?
Oh, Heather Marie Evans.
Heather Marie Evans on Facebook. So that's where we'll find you. And hopefully you'll have a website soon and a new business up and running. And
I
that,
thought about doing a blog for like middle-aged women. Just kind of, I've been chatting with a lot of people in my age range. Blah, just going through a lot of middle-aged women stuff. I thought that'd be kind of fun to do a blog.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it would be. I'm
Yeah.
sure. I mean, I'll never know because I'll never be a middle-aged woman, but you never know. Hey,
Middle-aged man. How old? Oh, I shouldn't ask that. How old are you? Oh, I
I'm
shouldn't ask.
52.
No,
So
you're
I'm a
not.
middle-aged man. Yeah, 52 years old. Absolutely. I just had my birthday. I just turned 52.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
So I'm going through that life experience where I'm going, I don't know how much time I get left, but I'm sure I'm on the other side of whatever it's supposed to be because you only get so much.
This
So
time of life,
every
I mean,
moment.
you realize how precious life is, especially at this age. That's why they call it a midlife crisis. You get to a point and you're like, have I fulfilled all my dreams and my goals? And you take things, I mean, I take life so much more serious, um, and I think, for me, stop procrastinating. I think a lot of us procrastinate. For 2 years, I told my girlfriend, "Oh, I'll meet you for lunch, meet you for lunch." She said, "Girl, when this is over, we're going to lunch." I said, "I want to give you a hug." And I told my family, I know, sometimes I'm low on money and you're far, but I'll make it out there. I think now that we've kind of pulled away from each other, that when this is over, I think maybe we'll appreciate human connection a lot more. I mean, I've been so lonely. I'm like, God, I want to connect with people. It's nice online. I love my son, but I think we need that interaction. It's healthy, you know?
Are you going to do anything for the grand reopening of Las Vegas at midnight tonight? At midnight tonight, Las Vegas is
Tonight?
open. Yeah.
I don't even know what day
Saturday.
it is. Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Las
is. Oh
Vegas
my
is
God. Oh my
open.
God. I've lost track of days. I'll probably be sleeping, but I mean, whatever I can do to, support, any business, especially small businesses, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna try, definitely.
Well, there you have it. Hey, man, it's been the Ace Michaels Show. Heather Marie Evans on the show today.
Hey,
If you ever want to be on the show, you know how to do that. Just make it happen. We'd love to have you on. And as I say at the end of every show, live the life you love the life you live. Thank you.